Okay, a little housekeeping. If anybody needs a hearing equipment or anything like that, or needs accommodation for any ADA issue, please see the clerk of the board and we'll see what we can do to help you out. Second thing is the bathrooms. Bathrooms are down the hall, beyond the elevators, and to the left. Okay, men's and women's bathrooms. Anybody need any accommodation? Everybody looks like there's good shape. A lot of veterans out here today. Wow. Okay, moving on. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Yes, sir. Chairman Brown.
Here.
Vice Chair Harrison.
Present.
Supervisor Simmons.
Present.
Supervisor Thurman.
Here.
Supervisor Mallory. Here. You have a quorum.
Thank you. Moving on, we're going to move item 1 from the action items, which is the Second Amendment resolution, and bring it forward so that we can do that as soon as possible, that people don't have to stand around all morning and wade through all the different discussion and things like that. The way we're going to do this is the clerk of the board is going to read that action item, and it's the resolution. We'll then ask the board if there is a motion or not, and a second, and then go into board discussion. After the board discussion, we will move forward before the vote with 1 hour of comment, okay? It'll be first come, first served on the comments. However, we are going to let folks over in Cottonwood, let them have the first 10 minutes or so, okay? The amount of time you'll have on the meter is 2 minutes maximum. If somebody before you already said what you're going to say, don't come up. Let somebody else get a chance to say something different, okay? So, see how that works. So moving forward, clerk of the board, please read the resolution.
Yes, this is Yavapai County Board of Supervisors Resolution number 2020. A resolution of the Yavapai County Board of Supervisors supporting the Second Amendment to the United States Constitution and Article 2, Section 26 of the Constitution of the State of Arizona and declaring Yavapai County a Second Amendment sanctuary county. Whereas the Board of Supervisors met in regular session this fifth day of Friday 2020, and whereas Arizona Revised Statute 11-251, 17, and 21 provide authorization for the Board of Supervisors to adopt provisions necessary to preserve the health of the county and make and enforce necessary rules and regulations for the county of its body, the preservation of order, and the transaction of business. And whereas the Second Amendment to the United States Constitution, adopted in 1791 as part of the Bill of Rights, protects the fundamental and individual right of the people to keep and bear arms. And whereas the Supreme Court of the United States in District of Columbia versus Heller, 554 U.S. 570 in 2008, affirmed an individual's right to possess firearms unconnected with service in the military for traditionally lawful purposes such as self-defense within the home. And whereas the Supreme Court of the United States in McDonald versus Chicago 561 U.S. 742 in 2010 affirmed that the right of an individual to keep and bear arms as protected under the Second Amendment is incorporated by the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment and therefore applicable against several states of the United States. And whereas the Supreme Court of the United States in United States versus Miller 307 U.S. 174 in 1939 opined that firearms that are part of the ordinary military equipment or whose use could contribute to the common defense are protected by the Second Amendment. And whereas Article 2, Section 26 of the Constitution of the State of Arizona provides that the right of the individual citizen to bear arms in defense of himself or the state shall not be impaired, but nothing in this section shall be construed as authorizing individuals or corporations to organize, maintain, or employ an armed body of men. And whereas upon assuming office, the members of the Yavapai County Board of Supervisors took an oath to support and defend the United States Constitution and the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona, and today hereby reaffirm their commitment to the United States Constitution and the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona. Now therefore be it resolved that the Yavapai County Board of Supervisors, by the authority granted by the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona and the people of Yavapai County, Arizona, do hereby commit to stand and defend their rights and liberties as guaranteed by the United States Constitution and the Constitution and laws of the state of Arizona. Be it further resolved that the Yavapai County Board of Supervisors affirms its support to the Second Amendment to the United States Constitution and declares Yavapai County a Second Amendment sanctuary county. Be it further resolved, that the Yavapai County Board of Supervisors will not authorize or appropriate government funds, resources, employees, agencies, contractors, buildings, detention centers, or officers for the purpose of enforcing laws that unconstitutionally infringe on the people's right to keep and bear arms.
Mr. Chair. I'd happily make a motion to approve.
Mr. Thurman has made a motion to approve.
Second.
Is there a second? Seconded by Mr. Simmons. Okay, at this point, we'll enter into discussion amongst the board. Ms. Mallory, is there anything you'd like to say?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Mr. Garrett?
Nope, I'm good with it.
I'm fine.
I could make a stump speech I could make a stump speech for about 30 minutes on the Second Amendment.
You're not running again.
No, I'll give my time to the public.
Great, and I agree. Okay, so now what we'll do is we're going to go into the hour I was talking about, people being able to get up and say something that they wish. And we're going to start out in Cottonwood. So Ms. Roly Perry is over.